Okay, you need to open your RoboPro program in All Programs, and mine is in Project Lead the Way Programs. I think you need to go to Curriculum Resources first, and then Project Lead the Way Programs will be inside there. And look for RoboPro. So mine's in a folder. Yours is right out in the open, not in a RoboPro folder. So I'm opening RoboPro, and here it is. And we're going to test to make sure that your interface is connected correctly. So you click on this button, the COM USB button. Make sure that it's connected USB and it's RoboTX controller, and say OK. And then you're going to test it. Now yours, I don't have mine connected, but I have on the previous lesson. You should have already checked, but each time you run a program, you're going to check again and make sure that you're connected correctly. Okay? We're starting a new program. Click on New, and you have this sort of dotted background. And we start every program with the Start button. Okay? Now that we've started the program, now we're going to tell it what we'd like to run. And this very first program, we're just going to do something very simple with a motor. So I've asked you to pick up a motor. We put the motor, just drag it right in there, the motor function key on our desktop here, and then right click on it, and you'll see all your choices. Here it's the first motor we're putting into our program, so it's M1, and it's a motor. And speed, you can have anything from 1 to 8. We'll just leave it on 8. And the motor is going to run clockwise. And notice you have these other choices, stop and counterclockwise. We'll just leave it clockwise. And then we want to tell it how long it should run. Right now, if I put in no timer, it would run indefinitely, except that I have to have an end to the program. If I say start, it says the program flow output element is not connected. It needs to have an end or a loop to the program. So next we tell the motor how long it should run. Right now it's on 1 second. I right click. We're going to run it for 8 seconds. Let's just make sure that we know that baby's running. Okay, and then we have to tell the motor to stop. So we put in another motor. Looks like the same thing, right? But now we right click on it and say stop. Okay, and how long would we like it to stop? Oh, let's make it stop for 4 seconds. And then we want the motor to run the opposite direction. Right click on it. It was clockwise. This time we're going to tell it to run counterclockwise. And it's still the same motor. Okay, and how long would we like it to run counterclockwise? Let's make it run the same number of seconds as it ran clockwise before, 8 seconds. Okay, and then we'll just have it stop. And we have a full program. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and click on Start, and I'll show you what that's going to look like. I have my connections made. The interface has a wire going from M1, motor 1, to the motor, and the green and red are plugged into both. The USB is going to the computer and the power is on. I can see in the window on that interface that everything's good. I've already tested it. So now I'm going to go ahead and run it. I've created the program already. So I will go to Start, and there goes my motor. It should go for 8 seconds because that's what I told it to do, and then it'll stop. Okay, and now on the computer it says program terminated because it got to the end.